Hello and welcome to anyone and everyone who's decided to watch this video. Today, I'm talking about the G.I.Joe Classified Action Marine Sniper. And sadly, I'm talking about how it's kind of a letdown. Yeah, I was really excited for this figure just to get a cool action military lady, as if G.I. Joe doesn't have a bunch of those already, but I don't know, there was something cool about having one who was more generic, and sadly, she's just not that great of a figure, and that really upsets me. Like, first off, she cannot stand, like, at all, regardless of if she has this heavy backpack on her or not. Because this is not her figure stand I have her plugged in on. This is the Action Soldiers. She does not come with one of these stands. I guess they were no longer considered necessary for the anniversary figures. And normally, I'd be okay with a lack of a stand, because I don't really care for figure stands. But this figure needs one, so she's using this one. But we will take her off of it for now, and we'll give a look at the configuration we have her in right now, where, as you can see, she has an empty pistol holster because her pistol falls out all the time, so much so that I can't find it anymore, which is great, and just gives me another reason to be upset in this video. And yeah, and that pistol came with a silencer, but it was attached to it when it disappeared, because either it was in her hand and it fell out, or I shoved the whole thing in her holster and it fell out, because that holster cannot hold that gun at all. Then she also has this knife, this very weird-looking knife, and I'm not saying that because it's all green. I don't care about it being unpainted, but there is something about this particular knife, out of all the ones they've done in Classified, that just looks off to me. And at least she had a place to store the pistol. She cannot store this knife anywhere in any of the versions. But yeah, she's got it. It's there. Okay. And she's... yeah, and of course the backpack falls out, because that is a thing that Classified still hasn't figured out. She's got this thing. I don't know if I've talked about this on a video before. At least I don't remember. I know this has come with other figures, and I have at least one figure that has come with this, but I don't remember if it's a figure I did a video on or not. But, yeah, it's like some weird kind of cell phone thing. I don't know. I thought maybe it was like a remote control for bombs or something, but she doesn't come with any of that kind of stuff, so it must be some kind of cell phone, I guess. And yeah, she does have some nice paint. I like the good old camouflage stuff. She's got the Lady J legs, for better or worse. The unique web gear was kind of cool. I like the upper body with the light green padding on the inside of the arms and the chest. She's got this marksman logo on the shoulder, because they really want you to market this to set up this figure as a sniper, despite the fact that you can definitely configure her to not be one. And then I have the Caucasian head with the first of its two hats, which is I don't really know what this type of hat is called, but it's like the muskrat hat, the swamp hat, and the short red hair. And, you know, she looks good. She looks alright. Yeah, and she's got the big heavy backpack with the peg to store the gun. And as usual, with Classified, round peg, hexagonal hole, doesn't really work. Like, you can kind of force it in, but it ain't gonna stay in. And that's a problem. And yeah, that's about it with this version. She's just a little action lady ready to take on some cobras. Yes, stab, 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 stab. Ugh. Yep. And if we yank her hair off and get a look at probably the most horrifying version of the hair swap system yet, with all these holes in the back. Very, very disturbing. But we can replace it with this ponytail and ball cap setup. Take the backpack off so get more clearance, get it on properly. And there we go. Now she's like a helicopter pilot or something, because she's got the headset and the ball cap with the flag on it and the ponytail. And I assume this is the head that made a lot of people look at this mold and accuse this configuration, the Caucasian version of this mold, as just being another version of Scarlet. Oh, now she stands. Of just being another version of Scarlet, which I don't really agree with. I will bring in what I assume is most people's default Scarlet and Classified, the retro card version. I personally stick with the Snake Eyes movie one, but to each their own. And they definitely feel very different. Like, they feel like two different people just because they're both redheads. They do not feel like the same person. I also feel like the face, it's a bit weird to say this now because it's covered up, but the face on the Caucasian Marine feels a little bit older than Scarlet. But, well, if you really want this to be your Scarlet, I won't stop you. I mean, you could have a cool green camoed Scarlet if you want. And let's get the real Scarlet out of here. And we'll put this knife away. We'll take off the backpack. And I do want to look at this gun I got plugged into the storage bag. And I'm not a gun person, but I like the look of it. I think it's very nice looking if it's a real gun, which I assume it is. I just think it's cool looking for an action figure accessory. And it actually can be held very well, which I was wondering, because guns with more unusual shapes like these are kind of hard to do for action figures, but nope. She holds it just perfectly, and I think this looks really cool. And if you got any blast effects from other Joe figures, Wait, can they not go in? Oh, wait a minute. Is this meant to use the silencer that came with her pistol? Hang on, let me use a silencer from a different figure. A different gun. Oh. Oh, no. Great, now my favorite gun from the toy has now been ruined, because I don't have that silencer anymore. Aw, that's just great. This is just getting better and better. Still a cool looking gun on its own, though. Like, come on, this is cool looking. I like this. This is fun. And yeah, it's got a removable ammo clip. They all do. I feel like, why would you want that? But whatever. And she also comes with an Uzi. And I just said they all come with removable ammo clips. The Uzi does not. And I'm pretty sure this is reused from, if not one of the Snake Eyes molds, then Low Light. And, you know, she can wield this around and do the shooty bang bangs, shoot bang bang, shoot bang bang. Kill all the cobras you want her to kill. Okay, seriously, all she would do before I make the video is fall over. Now I'm doing a video and suddenly she stands perfectly. What the heck? But she does have one more configuration, like all these anniversary figures do, which is changing the race to another ethnicity so we can have more diversity in our G.I. Joe army. So we gotta take off the hands, take off the head, and that is very gruesome. Put on the new head and hands. And now we have ourselves a woman of color. And much like how the last one was, the Caucasian variants were compared to Scarlet, a lot of fans like to call this one just another version of Shooter, and I do not agree. I mean, if you want this to be your shooter, fine. I think there's more argument for that than Scarlet, but if we bring in the shooter we got with Classified, as you can see, they're both different shades. Like, she's a little bit more lighter than our Marine here, and the face is pretty different. And I don't know, they're very different people. I think the sniper angle helped make people want to see this as shooter. And maybe there is a little homage. The haircut does kind of remind me of, like, the original shooter. But, like, nah, this is shooter to me. This is just Marine lady. Yeah, but anyway, I keep bringing up the sniper aspect. Shooter just fell over off camera. I keep bringing up the sniper aspect, but she's got to have her sniper rifle, and of course, they got to make it modular because, you know, give us a bunch of tiny pieces we could lose, and they had to put it in one of these. I don't get why they still use these. It was a thing in free and 3/4-inch G.I. Joe to do stuff like this that opened on these plastic flaps, but these are just going to tear over time. Use it once and you already get these giant stress marks. And honestly, I'm wondering if I maybe was able to squeeze the pistol in here to stop it from being lost and forgot. So let's see if I did that. No. Something just flew, though. Okay, it was just the gun. Whoa, and the sound, and the scope. But yeah, you can see there is her gun, and if we put the scope, which way is the right way? It is this one. I should remember this. I don't really see the appeal to having the guns be modular like this. I get it, it's realistic, but I just want my toy to have a solid weapon. Maybe that's just me. Let's get the bipod out here. And voila. And nice, different looking sniper rifle than the ones we have had before, and it also has a removable ammo clip. I guess we don't need this action soldier base anymore. We can get rid of that. And you can, of course, also put this in the figure's hands. It'd be weird if you couldn't. And knocking stuff off. And she can wield this rifle into battle and go set it up on some ledge somewhere and go shooty, bang, bang, snipe, bang, bang, snipe. And, you know, I do appreciate the look of the completed sniper rifle. You can get her down on the ground with the bipod, doing some stealth poses, but I just wish it was a solid piece. And honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this figure now, because I don't like her titular sniper rifle, so I don't think I'm gonna display her with it. I like this head more with the Rambo headband, so I'm probably gonna keep her in this configuration. I just don't know what weapon loadout I'm gonna give her myself, but yeah, I hope I'll find some use for her in time, but overall I'm sadly disappointed with this figure. It just doesn't hit the need I want from a classified G.I. Joe. And I guess just to wrap things off, let's put her next to the action soldier, since he's the only other one of these anniversary figs I own. And actually, I almost completely forgot the ghillie suit. Jeez. Silly me. Yeah, she has this too. So she can hide in the bushes and just slip this on here. And obviously, behind a old Ninja Turtles playset, it looks ridiculous. But when you put it out in actual greenery, in real nature, it suddenly looks amazing. And yeah, I did notice when I first opened it that some of the fabric chunks kind of started flaking off. That hasn't been happening anymore, though, thankfully, because I do love the idea of including this, much like how I loved the tunic for the soldier. I like that they're bringing back some cloth goods, and it's probably the coolest thing about this figure, honestly. If only the figure underneath lived up to the coolness of this good old covering here. Actually, I said it didn't drop anything. I just found one, I think, and if I did, then I just knocked it off the table, so nope. Can't confirm. Okay. Yeah. I'm just not as in love with this figure as I wanted to be, but maybe you'll find joy in it that I didn't, or just haven't found yet. But anyway, I think I've rambled on enough here. That was my look over review-ish thing of the G.I. Joe Classified 60th Anniversary Action Marine Sniper. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys around.
Ten Hut Soldier, this is General Hawk, leader of G.I. Joe, and we need your help to take on the threat of Cobra. Your mission is a simple one. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and enjoy its various videos in your free time. That'll be all, Soldier. Hawk out!